Namaste. Shri Param Jyoti Amma Bhagavam Sharanam. Today's health miracle experience 14/3/2023. A few weeks ago, my husband Radha Krishnaji got fever. Since that was a season of viral fevers, we didn't take it that seriously and were just giving gentle medicines and care at home. In 3 to 4 days, he started complaining of severe headache during night, and by next morning, his right black eyeball almost turned white and his vision was lost. We had to immediately rush him to eye hospital where they tested his eyes and opined that he had to immediately get the eye operated and asked for an approval from the concerned physician since he was running high fever. We took him to BBR hospital nearby and the doctors diagnosed him with typhoid fever and started him on a course of antibiotics and advised us to bring him back if the fever doesn't seem to subside within a couple of days. We started the medicine, however, the temperature still soared high and his health seemed to deteriorate eventually. So we had to take him back to the hospital. The doctors did further tests and scans and found out that there was a 11 centimeter pus filled cyst next to his kidney and that it needs to be removed immediately to stop any further spread. They also felt it would take at least a couple of months for recovery. We continued to give Soma to him regularly and did prayer to Sri Amma Bhagavan for his help and to be able to come for the darshan as planned without any hassle. The surgery was done successfully and surprisingly, he started to feel better within days. The doctors were pleasantly surprised too at his speedy recovery and felt it was a miracle. He was soon discharged on 25th January with no malignancies found in further tests. I am so grateful to Amma Bhagavan for healing my husband's health and for making my heartfelt wish to have the darshan come true. Thank you so much, Dasaji. Pada Pranam, Shri Amma Bhagavan. Anantakoti Pranams, Shri Amma Bhagavan. Today's wealth miracle experience is shared by Jaya from Hyderabad. Recently, I am blessed with a wealth miracle. We have a share of my husband's property in our native village, but this was in tussle with my husband's brothers. They are not allowing to disburse my husband's share to me. My husband passed away few years back. His brothers were in no mood to share the property to us. I have gone to native village many times, sought help of my in-laws, village heads, etc. Everyone was very cooperative and helpful, but this did not help to get our share of land in the village, which is very valuable now. This was lingering in my mind all the time and I was fighting for it. At last, a breakthrough happened in last month when I came to Varadikshamala Darshan on 31st January 2023. After having Darshan of Sri Amma Bhagavan, I received a phone call from my relatives that my husband's brothers agreed to give my share of land to us. Now the process of registration is going on. We are very thankful to Shri Amma Bhagavan for this wonderful gift. Thank you, Shri Amma Bhagavan. Anantakoti Pranams, Shri Amma Bhagavan. Today's Atma Sakshatkara experience. Shri Amma Bhagavan blessed me in Sudarshana Homa. After Homa, I wore Varadiksha Mala. Shri Amma Bhagavan protecting me by holding my hand every minute. I am experiencing presence. I am in a state of awareness all the time. Thoughts are flowing in and out of me. There is no disturbance inside. I am untouched. I gave Diksha in temple during Varayagnya. That was again a wonderful moment. Shri Amma Bhagavan are flowing through me. I could see that I am not there. I am in a neutral state, a kind of emptiness, experiencing silence and peace. My state also affecting people around me. They are very, very happy. I am in agreeable state with everybody. No conflicts, no disagreements, no judgments, only living in joy. Anantakoti Pada Pranams, Shri Amma Bhagavan, Saraswati, Hyderabad. Today's Bhagavath Sakshatkara experience is shared from Rajamundri Narasimha Rao. Thank you, Amma Bhagavan. Today in Bhagavath Sakshatkaram, after Shavashan, we got up and saw our Shri Amma Bhagavan Shri Murti. From our Shri Amma Bhagavan Shri Murti, ghee and honey is flowing. Thank you so much, Shri Amma Bhagavan. Pada Pranams, Shri Amma Bhagavan. Today's Atma Sakshatkar experience 15/3/2023 is shared by Ravi Shankar ji from Bangalore, Karnataka. I had a wonderful encounter during the Karyasiddhi process that was unlike anything I have ever experienced. After the process, I kept up my sadhana at home so that I could enter my peak state more quickly. But because my mind and thoughts chattered and interfered with me so much, I would constantly get carried away. One day, as I sat in front of them, I told Amma Bhagavan about my state of mind and how it was controlling everything and preventing me from experiencing the divine. I believe that ever since that day, when I told Amma Bhagavan my inner reality, I have never looked back. My relationship with Amma Bhagavan has grown stronger and deeper. Peak states come more naturally to me, and when they do, I can sense Amma Bhagavan's presence either as a cold breeze or strong vibrations in my body. These experiences put me into Ananda state, and they also give me extremely potent out of body experiences that are beyond words. And as a result of these experiences, I have changed naturally. Like my energy is high, there is no pain, suffering, and no carryover. My previous experiences no longer hold any weight against me. Anything that hurts me won't have the charge for very long. The mind is simply accepting everything as it is, and it is in a state of bliss. It is not making up stories or thoughts about any situation. I used to think a lot before accepting any responsibility, but now I'm automatically taking up responsibility, and on doing so, the decisions I'm making in connection with it are turning out to be the correct ones. There is no notion of time just flowing with state and circumstance. Every process leads to some kind of a realization, breakthrough, cleansing, discharge of personalities within me. I will always be indebted to Sri Amma Bhagavan for helping me get this far in life, for giving me the Seva Bhagya, and for bestowing upon me these priceless mukti states eternally at their lotus feet. Today's Bhagavath Sakshatkara experience is shared by Geeta Ravji from Bangalore, Karnataka. Since I was busy with the other things, I wasn't spending enough time with the Lord. I had time to spend with the Lord on the day of Akantanama Japa, and I fervently prayed that they show their presence, as no one in my home believes in Amma Bhagavan. And I also prayed for mukti. In the afternoon, I performed Arati Puja and started chanting Namajapa with my eyes closed. After a while, when I opened my eyes, I saw the idol of Sai Baba as it was right in front of me. Sai Baba's right eye was open, which surprised me. I immediately clicked a picture and sent it to my husband. When my husband saw the photo, he was convinced. He then began to have faith in Amma Bhagavan. However, my mind was still doubtful. So I performed Aarti again that evening and prayed, "Have you really arrived here, or it is only my imagination?" Suddenly, I saw a golden light in Sai Baba's face. That served as verification. I am sincerely grateful to Sri Amma Bhagavan for showing their presence. Today's health miracle experience is shared by Srinivas Murthy from Bangalore, Karnataka. On May 5, 2021, I was found to be COVID positive. I was in a critical state, and there was no hospital bed available in Bangalore or Tumkur, as the number of cases had increased during this time, resulting in a complete lockdown. I prayed to Sri Amma Bhagavan for help. We then found out about the ICU bed availability in MS Ramaya Hospital around 1 a.m. at midnight. I was unconscious for 3 to 4 days. What happened at the hospital is unknown to me. After 4 days, I regained consciousness and began investigating the cases of nearby patients as well as the hospital incident. I was terrified of dying in the hospital. I requested my brother to drive me home, but he refused and turned off his phone. For 2 days in the hospital, I had no one to assist me. To relieve the pain inside, I prayed to Sri Amma Bhagavan. One of the devotees called me at 6 a.m. to see how I was doing. When I asked them to take me back home, devotees advised that in this critical condition, it is better to be treated in the hospital, and he gave Diksha for 30 minutes from Sri Amma Bhagavan Sri Murthy, as well as prayers for fear eradication. After the Diksha, even though I was staring at deaths of other people, I had no fear. It no longer bothered me. I was in the hospital for 25 days, 15 of which I spent in an ICU bed and the other 10 on a regular ward. When I got discharged, the hospital did not charge even a single rupee. It was completely free. Only my Sri Amma Bhagavan can perform such miracles. I am grateful for these wonders and magics. My Lord Sri Amma Bhagavan, I adore you. Today's wealth miracle experience is shared by Shiva Prasad ji from Bangalore, Karnataka. This was the last last year that a miracle occurred at the Navratri Havan in 2021. As a result of the COVID pandemic situation, many businesses, companies were impacted, including my own, which was considering layoffs. So I started looking for work. My resume was not being considered for the domain in which I was interested. So I took Sankalpa and participated in Navratri Havan. After a week of Navratri Havan, I received an offer letter from a company offering a 50% rise as well as very flexible work hours, location and position. I am really